If the cooking channel's ratings are any indication, people love cooking shows. I mean, the show Chopped already has about 20 spin-offs. But wouldn't it be cool to actually get to eat the incredible creations that the master chefs serve up? Well, there's a restaurant that is doing just that has moved in over to the Kingston Collection. And you can interact with the chef while she's cooking for you. We met up with her ourselves to bring you this story.
Essentially, Bar Rustic is a new age American restaurant. What we're doing is bringing city food to the South Shore. That's our main goal here. This is the studio kitchen, and I am host of what's known as the cooking show. And essentially, this was a dream, kind of a baby idea for Jim and Kathy Caffarelli, the owners. They decided to bring it to life a little over 10 years ago. I became part of the team 8 years ago in September, this past September. And we host the show. You sit down, you start with pizza, there's a wine pairing for the evening, you receive a mid-course and then an entree, and I demonstrate the entree from start to finish from scratch. I tell jokes, we drink wine, and we have a good time. So we decided to relocate from Boston to Kingston because of the huge influx of people moving down here. People are leaving the city, they're coming back down to the South Shore, coming to the South Shore for the first time. So we figured Kingston and being in the mall would be a perfect location for the restaurant as well as the studio. And there's nothing like it down here, so the market is just kind of open for us. It's fantastic. Friday nights we film. We'll run the same menu for 8 Fridays, so basically 2 months. And ideally what we'll do is we'll film 6 to 8 out of the 8 shows. We'll pick and piece together all of the best questions, the best looking people, the best people smiling, and the best food shots. When I say a funny joke, piece it all together and then make an episode for television. We also do small bites in here, as well as kitchen tips that go online. And I mean, the studio kitchen is incredibly versatile. And what we're trying to do down here is make it even more approachable to the public with cooking classes, cheese and wine classes, wine tastings, as well as adding a matinee show, hopefully on Saturday and Sunday, and then a Saturday night show. The restaurant itself actually supports the studio, so without the dollars out there, we don't have so many dollars to operate in here. So the restaurant was built around it basically for 2 reasons: to help fund the project that is Jim and Kathy's baby, and also you need a restaurant outside to produce all the food that's going to end up in here. So like all of the pies that people start with come off of our pizza station, our El Forno. And then of course all the entrees are prepared by our executive chef, Joe, out back in the kitchen with some of the kids. And then everything comes in here to serve the guests. First and foremost, the reason why I started doing the show was the fact that I like to educate people. And for me, this is kind of an escape. So I get to come in here, I get to hang out, I get to have fun with people who are intrigued by what we do. They want to learn how to cook. And I get to share my knowledge with them, as well as stories and tips, how to cut corners, how to be more efficient, how to clean while you work, simple things like that. And then of course, demonstrate, whatever they're eating that evening from scratch. And for me, that's what I hope they take away, is just the knowledge that I can provide them with for the rest of the evening, and maybe a couple of my jokes. I mean, they're pretty good.